The president of the New South Wales Teachers Federation, Maurie Mulheron, has welcomed action on the Gonski review, but says it's time now to back promises with a much-needed cash injection.
Well, it is an historic day and they will need to commit the funding. We've had a flawed funding model to date, and of course Gonski recognised that the public school system throughout Australia has been doing the heavy lifting for too long without the proper resources. So obviously we would agree with the Gonski recommendation that the bulk of the money should go to the system that educates the bulk of students.
But how should the government determine which schools get most? Because there have been some concerns about using NAPLAN results as a guide. Would you have worries over that?
I think there's other indicators that can be used. I think we've got enough data to know where the disadvantaged communities are, where the greatest needs are. We know, for instance, that there is a huge gap between those advantaged students and disadvantaged, and it's in those communities that, in the disadvantaged areas, it needs the bulk of funding. And the good thing about Gonski is it is a genuine needs-based funding model.
The government saying that it guarantees that every disadvantaged child will see an improvement. That's a big claim.
It's a big claim, but it's one as a nation that we must rise up and try to meet. Australia underfunds its education systems. It's below the OECD average, but in terms of results, we punch above our weight. We're above the average. So the teachers are doing their lot in educating our children, but can you imagine what they can do if they were given the adequate resources that have been denied to them for so long? What
about private schools, though the government says that they won't miss out? How should they fit into the mix?
Well, I think Gonski says no school will lose $1, and that was the original terms of reference, and so be it, that's the case. Our concern, of course, is that the bulk of students throughout Australia, in isolated communities, in disadvantaged areas, as well as in the advantaged areas of the big cities, the bulk of the students in Australia go to public schools, and they therefore need the bulk of funding.
Maurie Mulheron, thank you.
Thank you.